time. Welcome back to Small Talk. I'm George Dillard.
Yeah, I'm Rex Wisler. We're so glad that you're joining with us today.
Yeah, we're so this is an interesting little section because in of some manuscripts, verse 18 is actually the end of a paragraph, the first part, and the beginning of a paragraph, second part.
Yeah.
What we in seminary or Bible college, we would call it 18 what?
18A
18A
and 18B.
There you go.
There you go.
So we're going to divide it up like it would be in the original text. So we're going to go through the first part of verse 18. Then next week we'll pick up with the second part. But right now, let me just share the New International. People swear by someone greater than themselves, and the oath confirms what is said and puts an end to all argument. Because God wanted to make the unchanging nature of His purpose very clear to the heirs of what was promised, He confirmed it with an oath. God did this so that by two unchangeable things in which it is impossible for God to lie.
All right. And the Message, again, 13 through 18a says, when God made His promise to Abraham, He backed it all the way, putting His own reputation on the line. He said, I promise that I'll bless you with everything I have. Bless and bless and bless. Abraham stuck it out and got everything that had been promised to him. When people make promises, they guarantee them by appeal to some authority above them so that if there's any question that they'll make good on the promise, the authority will back them up. When God wanted to guarantee His promises, He gave His word, a rock-solid guarantee. God can't break His word. And because His word cannot change, the promise is likewise unchangeable.
Yeah, so it's honestly, to me, it's much clearer in the Message. Than
No,
it
I
is
agree.
the New International.
Yeah, it's more readable.
Right.
Yeah.
And, it's certainly more readable. And so when God, made His promise to Abraham, he swore by Himself.
Right.
Because we swear by somebody who's greater.
Right.
Right.
And there's none greater.
Right.
Right.
And so, but I'm curious as to, when I read this and trying to look at it as maybe a first-time reader or somebody who hadn't really dove into Hebrews.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious to see, what these two unchanging things are, because that's what he said about two unchangeable things, and so that is going to be really cool as we unravel it
as we continue to journey through.
But it's I think for me what stands out here is the unchangeable nature of God.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. And I mean, he says here specifically, and actually in the Message when it says God can't break His word, can't is italicized.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to emphasize.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's and that I think it's italicized also because He can't and He won't.
Right.
But it says God cannot lie here in He's doing it, but the thing for me is He's doing it all for us. See, it says for His heirs.
Right.
And that's the thing. It would be very easy for God to be selfish.
Right. To do things
instead of selfless.
Right. But everything that you see is self.
Right.
Less.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think also, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this little passage right here kind of gives a little trouble, or at least you got to go explain yourself a lot more. if you're one of those people who say God's different in the Old Testament than he is in the New Testament.
Yeah. Yeah,
know?
I mean, I think there's certainly continuity here that you see between the two of
Right,
them. Right?
yeah.
Right.
And so, God is the same yesterday, today, and
and
forever.
tomorrow.
And
Yep.
that's going to be re-emphasized again in this letter.
Yep.
But that's all. I think that's all the time we have today. So we're going to pick up with the second part of verse 18.
Yeah, that'll be great. And
next week.
And remember, if you want to go deeper, those questions are available there, so you can do it either by yourself or with somebody else. So we encourage you to do that as well.
Yeah, Abraham received what was promised, and so have we. And he's unchangeable. So looking forward to sharing with you.
See you next time.
God bless.